Hello. Good morning. Good evening, everybody. How you doing there tonight? Well, this morning for echo. Look at that. Hello, Jaffo. How's it going there? And Mr. Roger Ryder. Hail to you. Hope everybody's doing good today. Trying to get the perfect angle here. And Peachy, that's good. That's good, Peachy. Just had some peaches yesterday. That time of year. This thing is just not being cooperative with me today. I apologize. I'm going to get this ready here in a sec. I always get like really dumb with this. It looks good, and I sit down and start drawing. I'm like, oh no, that's not the angle I wanted. There you go. Oh, cool. What you working on? That'll work. Oh, good enough, I guess. No, it's there we go. Oh, that's better. And I'll just bring that up a little bit to that side. There we go. That'll work. Okay. Oh, there's Mr. Roger Ryder. Welcome.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Great. How are we doing?
Yeah, all right. Monday morning.
Waking up?
Yeah, still got the cobwebs, but 10 o'clock, it's my waking up time, I guess. So yeah, just got working on a bunch of ink in here. How was your weekend? Or what's left of it? Hello, the lovely Sherry. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, good enough. So I Lord Crackhead of Comicsgate had some like big old giveaway last night,
Uh-huh.
and there was some like 30 prizes or something like that.
Oh, cool.
And like I took like 25th or something. I don't know. I
Mhm.
got picked, and I tried to pull a fast one on him, and I threw him a curveball. I was like, "Hey, I'm launching on the 4th. Can I get a launch party?" And they were like, "Yeah, we don't really know you," so kind of swung out there. But I did get some original art that'll be getting in a couple weeks.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Yeah. But
Hey,
then,
what's up, Mr. Grant Gregory?
hello. Uh, Yeah, I don't know. Kind of having one of them days, one of them days. I
That's
checked
good or bad?
uh I checked Twitter like shadow bans and shit like that, and like no one sees my stuff, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I think it's almost gotten to the point where you kind of have to like, put call it?
Ats and hashtags
Yeah,
and
ats and hashtags, because like I feel like I'm having the same thing happen with me, and I checked before and it said I was getting shadow banned. So yeah, I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why, but um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, do well, I think I've talked about this before, but do people get annoyed if at them in a tweet? I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. But hello, Blair to Blair.
Hey, what's up, Blair to Blair? How's it going? Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it's weird like that. I don't know exactly. Well, Elon's not buying anymore, apparently, unless it's all some 4D chess going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're a lot smarter than I am, so I don't know what the whole deal is. But I can tell you this, man, like, um, you know, Instagram, like, I do a lot of work on Instagram as well, and I don't know how, like, there are tons and tons and tons of accounts out there that, they add me, they follow me, they send me messages and stuff, and I'm not kidding, like 50%, over 50%, I would say like a good 75% of them are not real, they're bots. And, like, they ask you the same question. They get into your DMs, they'll give you, like, a like or 2, they might even give you a follow, and then they'll go, "Hello, hi there." I'm like, "Oh, not this again." But there's, like, that possibility that they actually might be a real person who's interested in, like, purchasing your work or something. So I'll give them the time of day for the first, like, few lines of the chat, and it's always the same. "Hi there. Where are you from?" It's like, if you read my bio, you would know exactly where I was from, and they're like, "Uh, actually, I didn't read your bio. I came through here." I was like, "Okay, well," uh, and then you ask them something like, "So why are you DMing me?" Oh, so you came straight to like through to my DMs. It's like, "No, no, I'm not. I didn't come through a DM." It's like, that's what we're doing right now. You don't understand what DM means, apparently. There's just a bunch of bots out there. It makes me wonder how many genuine accounts there are who I'm actually interacting with. I don't know. Seems kind of weird sometimes. It's weird. Yeah. But thanks for everybody showing up. Working on some inking today. Got just got a bunch of pieces right here. I've got them all on these acrylic plexiglass boards. So they stay flat and kind of eased on there, so they're not getting all wrinkled and what have you. And then kind of if I get tired of working on one, I just kind of switch over to another one. Yeah, yeah, Jaffo, I know you are, man. Genuine as fuck. What was it? Toxic was talking about having you and me and you and a couple of other artists on a live stream. That'd be awesome. I'd totally be up for that. Yeah. But yeah, just eking along here. Got a lot of work to do, so figured yeah, have you guys join in as I do it. Knock two birds and like kill two birds with one stone. Or you know.
Should have you should like this would be, maybe difficult to coordinate, but like depending on how many artists you get, like everyone work on like a different like quadrant, right?
Oh yeah.
Of like a portrait and then like put it all together and
Yeah, yeah.
see how it
We
turns out.
we used to do that and we did that in college and I did that as I did that as like a children's art event. I did that one time.
Really?
Yeah. Well, what I did was I took a famous painting and I took a famous painting and broke it down into basically the number of people who are participating, and maybe like a couple extra pieces for people who finished early, and they had to like, you know, pick a number out of a box, um, and then the number that they picked, that was the quadrant that they had to paint. So it was just like you would look at what you had, and it was like really abstract. So it didn't look like it was really much of anything because it was just part of a smaller picture of a bigger picture. And whenever everybody got their pieces done, there was numbers on this big, huge board that I, uh, prepared, and they would, as they were finished, they would put their picture up there on that board until the complete picture was finished. I think we did like what did we do? Did we do Manet, a Manet or something like that? I can't remember what it was. Um, but yeah, it was really cool. Those are fun to do. 'Cause everybody's got their whole different, like, yeah, art styles, but even though they're different, they tend to, work together. And, I made the whole moral of the because you always gotta have some kind of moral or some kind of, lesson that you're teaching with your event. So it's like, group work. You're doing your small part in although your small part doesn't seem significant in the whole, it is very important, and if it isn't done well, could ruin the entire picture, you know? See? Genius. Pure genius. I've actually got another one of those events coming up soon. It's not this weekend, but next weekend, and it's, basically, everybody gets a long piece of string, pair of scissors, glue, and a paper, and they cut their string into bits and let it drop on the paper randomly, and whatever kind of shape it lands up in, they have to use that for some kind of, it could either be like an abstract piece or they could look into it, find like images and color those in. So I'm doing that on the 23rd. I think there's going to be about 20 kids, 20 or 30 kids. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
exciting.
Yes. This is a string.
This
One of a friend that used to live here in Japan. He's moved back to England since, but a really great guy. Name is James. Go figure. He used to he used to go up to people and ask them as like a quiz question, "How long is a piece of string?" Just to see what kind of answers he would get. How long is a piece of string? And people would like, this long? This long? Wrong. He's crazy. Good
well,
stuff.
well, it's
Good
like
stuff.
that little riddle, I guess you could say, like this person digs this many holes, per day,
Uh-huh.
and whatever. You end up with like, like 2.5 holes, right? Is
Right.
like the mathematical answer, but then it's like, well, isn't half a hole still a hole?
Exactly. Uh,
Like, you didn't specify what size of piece of string it has to be.
exactly.
Is that net regulation size or what?
Right. Is it European or African? Uh,
I haven't watched Monty Python in so long.
oh, I'll go through and start. I'll like watch like the best parts of like on YouTube those clips, and yeah, I just get a good laugh out of that stuff. Feeling
There are
down.
there are definitely some parts that drag, and it's like,
Right.
I just want to laugh. Get to the good stuff.
Entertain me.
Yeah, really.
Why did I have an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice then? Entertain me. Get to the chopper. I watched that the other day. Predator still holds up. Still really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, been a while since I've seen that one too.
It was funny. Somebody put up like a tweet. I can't remember who it was. Like saying, "Oh, well, it looks like they're not going to be able to connect the 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 Native American girl from Prey, the new Predator movie coming out." They're like, they're not going to be able to say that she's a descendant of what was his name? Billy? Billy, was that the guy's name? Well, the Indian, the Native American character from Predator, because he is Comanche and she is one of the Sioux tribes. And I was like, does it really matter to them? Like if you've watched anything lately, like you could see that they don't give a damn about what is it called?
Continuity.
Continuity. That's the word I was looking for. I could not find it, but yeah, continuity. Yeah, continuity does not mean dog shit to them. So, yeah, I'm sure that they would just glaze over that fact. But there we go. Whew. Uh, yeah. So, um,
So
I've
what
been
are you
watching the
working
terminal.
on here? Oh,
This
terminal
part.
list?
This part we can talk about the comic if you want to. That'd probably be a good idea. This part right here is just. This is just basically the scene where um, they're all in the field, and she's cut away here, almost cut the girl's head off, and then yeah, she basically this is where she tells her that you know about getting injured, lose even small part of your like a finger.
Yeah.
That quote. Um,
I do
so
like the height difference
oh yeah, I'm
at
trying to.
like
I exaggerate it. I exaggerate. I like to work with exaggeration. I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like if I
Yeah,
said because being able to exaggerate and make things bigger or smaller to just try to emphasize that. Do you know a good anime that did that? Have you ever seen Fist of the North Star?
I don't think so.
Oh no, you've either seen it or you haven't seen it. It's the one where he like pokes him, "Ah, yeah, da, 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 da," and he pokes him, and then they blow up. Um, so they use like exaggerated sizes. Like you'll see two characters standing next to each other, and there's not much height difference. But whenever they go to attack each other, it's like all of a sudden that character looks like enormous, like gigantic, like a giant, like a mountain, and it just like they exaggerate those sizes to emphasize the maybe the kind of I don't know the conflict between them or the aggression.
The
So
different dynamic between the
yeah, yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah. So this is what I'm trying to do here, and uh, exaggerating shadows, exaggerating lighting. Um, I try my best not to like. All right, this has to be exactly how it is in reality.
Right, right.
Which you know what I call me crazy, which a lot of people do. But do you think? What's your opinion on this? Okay, so a lot of sci-fi movies or especially sci-fi. I think this like deals more with sci-fi than it does with fantasy. But if you're working with sci-fi that is kind of based in our reality, people are very they point out flaws in things that like physics or things that don't connect, like that might be like they're not true in our reality. They fact check them. You know what I mean? For
People
the
in the
science.
story or like
No, no,
the
no, in real
audience?
life. Yeah, people watching it in real life, like the real audience. Like, "Oh,
Okay.
that can't happen because like, if that happened, then, uh, the people around them would die or that person would,"
Yeah,
you know what I
like
mean? Like
explosions or,
exactly, exactly. Do you think? Because I personally think that we overanalyze that kinda stuff a bit, you know? Because, the more it's a reflection of how, our knowledge and I guess how our knowledge of science and the things around us has evolved or improved.
yeah, well, I mean,
I don't know.
I'd say if it, if stuff like that is more believable,
Mhm.
um, right, that goes into like the suspension of disbelief,
Right.
you know. Although you're watching something or reading or whatever, a work of fiction, uh, it's got to be grounded in something, whether it be
Right.
the story's world or our own world.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I would say the more that it adheres to, like whatever science or whatever world you're going off of, the more it adheres to those rules, the more believable that story is.
Gotcha.
Um, so I mean, like, you know, Black Widow, skydiving, from, outer space or whatever, like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, it's not it's less believable than, maybe like a one-story fall out of a building or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
I got you there. Yep.
and and when something like that arises, I mean that gives you an opportunity to answer it. I mean, in a non-realistic way, I
Right.
guess. Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's just something people like to do,
Yeah, I hear you there. Yep.
and how many technical advances have started off as just some wacky thing in a movie.
Right, right. I mean, Star Trek, cell
Yeah, I mean
phones.
a bunch of
Uh,
stuff.
yeah,
So
a lot of like, shoot, I would say, well, not everything, of course, but like major ones. Yeah, cell phones, internet,
I think
electricity.
it's just something people like to do. Was watching or listening to EFAP today, and
They were watching, like doing Thor and Blunder, right?
yeah, they're doing Thor Blunder, and oh, what was I? Where was I going? Oh, I
EFAP,
forgot.
EFAP.
No, I know, but the point. I
There is no
lost it.
point.
There is no point. There's no point.
There is no point.
And it's gone. Uh, I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it'll come back to me. Maybe it won't. I was
The EFAP. They're like commenting on Thor and Thor and Thunder. Yeah.
yeah, but
Oh, whoops.
I mean they go off on tangents all the time, so it
Oh,
doesn't
of course. Yeah.
necessarily have to, relate to Thor technically, but
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. It was something. It was something. I just
Do you know the one thing though that, because we can sit around and come up with these ideas about how we can, all right, we want to do this kind of scientific feat that at this moment we are not able to do, but if by increasing our means of technology, maybe in the future we'll be able to attain this, such as reaching a speed of light. Which, who knows? Maybe that in some kind of crazy future we'll be able to do that. But one thing in science fiction that we can't just like say, oh, we'll really put our minds together and make this happen, is discovery of aliens. You know what I mean? But it's something that appears in so many science fiction things. Like, this is little thoughts I always have. Like, we sit around and we're like, oh wow, we think it'd be amazing to have this, or to do this, and then so we use our you know ability as human beings to turn those thoughts into reality through means of engineering, or you know scientific technological skills.
either
But we can't.
JT.
Hey, what's up? Thank you, thank you. uh but we can't really make aliens. Well, we could, I guess, with
Oh, trust me,
nowadays,
there are
deepfake.
plenty of aliens walking among us.
I'm pretty sure there's one that's in control of Facebook. I love,
He really likes smoked meats.
hello, you're my human. Uh, did you ever see the Kyle Dunnigan one where,
I don't know.
oh, Kyle
Probably
Dunnigan's
not.
hilarious. Yeah. Um, Thanks, JT, again for having me on your show the other day. I know you're a busy man, but I don't know. It's just one of those thoughts I always have. Like, well, we can't really make aliens exist, but I don't know. Strange little ideas that I have.
So, do you think if we discovered that aliens are real, that the globalists would turn into like universalists or like galaxyists?
Yeah, they'd find some way to do it, you know what I mean? And then
uh,
Greta Thunberg would look at him and just, "How dare you?
yeah,
How dare
using
you mine all of those asteroids?"
using resources we didn't even know existed.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable as well, like Abe, the former prime minister of Japan, dude. You saw that?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
That's insane. But, yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's all fishy, all that kinda stuff because it was on the eve of another big election, and, there's actually there's an up and coming political group, um, that I think nationalism is trying to make a comeback here, like
Okay.
ultra nationalism, because people got a taste of what it was like to be closed off from the world again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because, Japan's always been a very, well, historically closed off from the world kind of
yeah.
place and minding their own business and not really welcoming of outsiders until recently, but there's a new political group that's they're against all of these like mask mandates and everything like that. But the only problem is they're kind of against foreigners as well, which I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that. I can understand where they're coming from.
With that whole thing, I thought I saw something that like China got this guy to do it. Is that Have you heard anything about that or
I haven't heard anything, but it apparently the sorry, this is kind of loud. Um, Apparently the reason that they're going off that they're saying in the news, which you can't believe them. Japanese news is it's all propaganda as well. Like but they're saying that his what was his grandmother or mother, one of the two, might have been his grandmother. Um, it might have been his grandmother was kind of like scammed by one of those political parties or some kind of like to donating tons of her money to them, and then his brother had committed suicide, and but it doesn't really link to Abe though, the reasons that they're giving, which is kind of fishy, sus.
I just saw something that like, you know, I will complete the mission or whatever, like
Yeah,
kind
there's
of
both. Man, you don't just like go out there and just do that randomly, right? It doesn't.
well even like putting that thing together. Yeah, it looked like two guns taped together. That
It was two guns taped together.
so like I don't even, you know, like if you got a gun, why do you need two taped together? But I don't know.
Uh, yeah, I don't know what it's weird too because it's pretty much it's almost out of the news here. You don't see many more people commenting on it anymore. It was and uh, but to me, it would seem like there would be a lot more coverage on it, and it would still be going on today. But it seems like if just check, I don't watch the news here because it's just a bunch of. I mean, they've got like they've got like entertainers quotation mark entertainers. Hey, what's up there? Thank you, Joe's Atmosphere. Um, they got like musicians who are newscasters, actors, comedians who come on there to tell us the news. It's like, I don't need you guys on these news programs. That just goes to show me that you're just trying to get ratings and that's about it. But yeah, there's like not a whole lot of talk in the what you call it on the news about what's you know the aftermath of that, which is kind of sus.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, that stuff in I know I'm jumping all over the place, but that stuff in the Netherlands is looking crazy right now.
I love it.
Apparently, a Bill Gates Foundation supermarket spontaneously caught fire in the middle of the night.
No way.
Is
In
that white
Spanish, we
ink
would say
paint?
"que lástima." Oh, that's it's a whiteout pin. Joe's atmosphere. It's a whiteout pin. It's well, I live in Japan, in case you didn't know, and so these they sell a ton of different kind of whiteout pins. But this is the one I like the best because um, it's got a really thin tip on it, and by using you could really vary the pressure with it and get different kinds of lines. So it's just a whiteout pen. And what's great about whiteout pen is it's really go easy to go back over with ink. Um, I've found some like paints, paint pens that I try to go back over with ink and it doesn't work. The ink looks gray or it doesn't sit on it well, adhere to it well. But yeah, whiteout pen is perfect. And I don't know if you've ever seen one of these, Roger, a click whiteout pen. Look at that. Refillable click whiteout pen.
I
I didn't
don't
like this
know.
one. I didn't like this one too much. I used it, but the tip clogged up way too much. So I just that's the thing about when you're doing this kind of stuff. You're trying to find that perfect. You do a lot of you buy a lot of products to test them out to see if they work or not. Some of them, you get the result you're looking for. Other ones, not so much. It's a lot of trial and error. Trial and error. Yeah.
What kind of comic you working on there, Joe? And
Oh,
congrats and
cool,
good luck.
cool. Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I haven't really shopped whiteout pens myself. Uh,
no, it was funny because I was watching David Finch. He's a comic book artist, and and he was doing a live stream with another comic book artist, and they were doing these Batman pictures, and they were using this same exact. Oh, cool. Who's over on Nick's show?
yeah,
Um,
very nice.
uh, they were working on their pictures, and at the very end, he's like, "Oh, I forgot. I was gonna go back into the black parts and kind of like make some lines within the black parts." And he brought out this whiteout pen, and he was just going crazy over it. Like, this is so amazing. I was like, "Oh yeah, I use those. They're really good."
Uh, if you ever talk to John Malin, he thinks everyone is a David Finch wannabe. So that's all I
Yeah.
got. Just keep that in
Well,
mind.
oh no, David Finch. Well, what I liked about David Finch's shows is he goes out there and he invites on other artists to teach their techniques. So it's not just his technique. I mean, he does it for his live stream, but he'll invite on like all kinds of artists and he'll get them to teach him. He gets them to teach him how to do artwork like they do. So, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. Like, and it's something that all artists want to see is like the process that other artists do. because you could pick and choose like what you like from that. So that's why I really respect doing that because it's a lot of people like to keep it, close to the chest on, um, how they do what they do because maybe that's unique to them or it's something they discovered.
Yeah.
But no, they're just all about like, yeah, this is how we do it, and they tell you the tricks of the trade, and then they're learning themselves too while they're doing it, which is awesome because it just goes to show you're never too good to not learn something.
Right, right, and you can
Yeah,
always implement a little
yeah,
part of it, or
yeah, exactly.
all some or none. All right,
Yeah.
let's see. Joe's guy
Oh,
is
it's the Americans.
America's Pirate Patriot,
I've seen some of that on Twitter. I've seen promotions for that.
the privateer. He was a
Yeah,
pirate that helped liberate the colonies during the American Revolution. Very cool.
that sounds
So it's a
cool.
period piece, but uh, he's a pirate. R. All right. Yeah. Oh, damn
No.
it. Damn it. Is it rated R?
Ah. Wah, 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 wah.
uh, Unbelievable. I missed my cue. I'm the worst. Well, very cool. Good luck to you.
Yeah, if, uh, on Twitter or something, at me on Twitter, and, I was sketching a comic artboard and inking it digitally. Uh, um, yeah, I'm doing this all on traditional, well, Japanese, manga paper, comic paper, basically. And then I tape these down to, a friend gave me a bunch of these, what you call it, a bunch of these frames that they used at their school, and they're like, "We're just gonna throw them all away." And I was like, "Oh, no, 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 hold on a second, before you throw those away, pass them on over to me and let me check them out." And the actual frames themselves were kind of, kinda shitty, but they all had plexiglass inside of them. And I was like, "Wow, I could use all of this plexiglass because that's expensive, you know? It's not cheap at all." So and they're all perfect size, they're all this size, so there was about 30 of them, like this size, plexiglass on the inside, and then on the back, they had all of the framing, um, whatchamacallit, they had, like, all the framing parts at the back. Dude, like, all of those, like, a set of one of those framing things goes for, like, $6, and I've got, like, 30 of them now. So, it was like, why I just don't I'm one of those people, I just don't understand how people can just say, "Oh, I don't need this, just throw it away." Like, "Ah." If you had to go out and buy that new, you'd be spending a fortune.
Yeah. Well, you said plexiglass. So is that
Yeah, yeah,
made out
yeah.
of petroleum or something? I don't know.
Well, it's all plexiglass. They don't a lot of, a lot of, there's a lot of, Jerd exhibitions around here, and you're not allowed to use glass inside of your pictures. Um, so, uh, for protection purposes of your picture, they won't let you use glass within your frames, so you have to use plexiglass, or as they say in Japanese, acryliban.
Methyl methacrylate. Crylate. A lot of meth. A lot of meth.
Yes,
Methyl
Breaking Bad.
methacrylate.
Mhm.
Crylette. Whatever.
Semi-flexible. Yeah, plastic glass, plexiglass. Um, yeah, so I got a ton of that. I've actually painted on that stuff before, but it's difficult to find a paint that will adhere to it and stick to it. Apparently, there's something you can mix within your acrylics to get them to stick to it, but I haven't gone out of my way to experiment with that yet. But one. So, speaking of comics, did you see the Rippaverse?
Yes, yeah, I did see the Rippaverse, and he's at like 20K signups.
Yeah, we're
In
almost there, aren't we?
in the we're past 20. I'll just say that we're past
Woohoo!
20.
Hey, man, every single person that signs up melted on average 200 tons a day? Holy cow. I manufactured glass for 18 years, furnace tech. 200 tons a day. That's a ton.
That's 200 tons. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
That's a ton of tons.
That's a ton of tons. Ton ton. Ton ton. Wah, wah. Ton ton. Wah,
Yeah,
wobble, 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 wobble. Yeah.
you know what? I think obviously he's going back to Ripa, but
Oh, yeah.
he like he says that, this isn't his first creative endeavor, and he's already got a
Yeah.
big old support base, and
Oh, yeah, yeah,
uh,
definitely.
you know, knows what he's doing, especially when it comes to like talking comics, and
Yeah.
uh, you know, he talks to, a bunch of different people from Comicsgate to FNT to the Blaze, and he's just
He's an
everywhere.
entrepreneur,
But
big time.
so like, the way he's planning on doing it is campaign style. So I think some people seeing, just how crowdfunding, and not that he's crowdfunding, but he is doing it, like he said, in a campaign style, like a
Right.
crowdfunder.
Mhm.
Um, I think that, especially with the email sign up, uh, it might help more in, lesser known individuals, whoever is out there that might be lesser known than Ripa, but just to see how the whole process kind of works,
Yeah.
uh,
What is the exact difference between, like, because he's not crowdfunding, but it's campaign, which but so it's every I don't know. What's the difference?
um
Is it all just semantics?
I mean, basically.
Semantica bing. Feel
I
the
mean,
pressure.
basically he ordered inventory, and whenever it sells out, like, it sells out.
Uh-huh.
um
Yeah,
yeah
200K, yeah.
yeah, over 200K, but
Yeah, I've got
yeah, let me just, sell my house and my mom's house, and
yeah, yeah,
should be
but
there, should be there. But I mean, really gonna have to see tomorrow how it all kind of plays out.
Mhm.
But I mean, like, he doesn't currently have the books in hand, so I mean, it's somewhat of a pre-order, even if it just takes the books a week to get in or whatever,
Right.
um and he said this was like like a first print. So like a first print campaign kind of deal,
Right.
except the book's already printed. Um, and then he said whatever, like, the next campaign for like the second printing will have a different cover on it.
Mhm.
So that's kind of, the slight little change to technically run like a excuse me, like a different campaign.
Right.
I mean, again, it's all just kind of semantics. Because I'm sure if, like, he probably doesn't have, like, he won't be like posting, like, we got to reach this goal or whatever. Um, he's just gonna be selling. He's
Gotcha.
already got all the products. He doesn't need to like make them or nothing. He's
Right.
just kind of like a first come first serve, I guess. But
But yeah, but it's kinda I guess the prices don't vary. Is it still they're all it's like all the same price, or there's still perks and things? I don't
well, I mean, he's gonna, you know, there's gonna be like hats and shirts and
so basically,
posters
the
and
only thing that's different is he's already got the supply, and he doesn't need money from people to buy it. He's already got the money to make it, so he's basically working reverse from us, kind of?
yeah. I mean, I guess the only reason my guess is that the
Okay.
why he's doing a campaign style is
Uh-huh.
um because there's so many like crowd like confiscate or crowdfund people, and
Mhm.
that's like what they're used to.
I get
That's just my guess.
okay.
If you already like if he's already got all the stock, uh I don't really see a reason to do a campaign. It should just be like maybe it's just like it's launching this day, or maybe it has something to do with like shipping them out. You know what I mean? Like it's like kind of a pre-order because you won't be shipping for like 2 weeks or something.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
I don't know. He did not tell me those things, so I just kind of got to guess.
Inferred. Yeah. Yeah, I'm as you could tell, I'm very, like, I have j I really don't have any idea what's going on. Just drawing. I'm understanding it, though, as I go along. I'm picking up things and kind of comprehending it. It's like whenever I took a astronomy course in college, and I didn't know what the speed of light was at that time because 'cause I'd never really taken any astronomy courses, and then the professor explained it to me, and I went, "Wait a second, could you explain that again?" And then he explained it, I was like, "Still not getting it. One more time, please." I felt like a dick 'cause, it was like this huge auditorium full of people, and it was just like me raising my hand, asking questions, but then I realized this is what I'm paying money for, so I should probably, you know, ask questions. Seems like the right thing to do. Yeah. So I think much like this, my astronomy class, I will slowly begin to comprehend everything that's going on with this, hopefully.
Yeah. And you know what? It might have something to do with the way he yeah, he said he'd ship to the Taliban as long as they pay.
Yeah. Yeah, they kept on making a lot of jokes about that.
Yeah, most campaigns you got to pay for shipping, but
Yeah.
uh um
Yeah, we'd ship to the Taliban, right?
I mean,
"Hey, Mr.
I don't
Taliban, dollar me banana."
I don't know if some some cave out in the desert has an address, but at least a verified address, but it might. I don't know. I haven't
Uh,
checked in a while.
apparently whenever they, raided, whatchamacallit, when they raided, Bin Laden's place, they found, like, a ton of porn, like, Western porn in there, books and things, so, I don't know, who knows? It might be popular amongst them.
Well, thank you, Joe. We're supposed to be launching
Or oh, yeah, thank you.
beginning of August, and we do have a email sign up. Hello, dog. Hello. So
Oh,
nosy.
I thought they were I thought you said hello dogs, I thought, "Oh, is there somebody called Dog in the chat?"
No, this dog just came up and put her nose all up in my business.
Uh-oh. You
She
ready to
wants to
fly?
be on air, but she doesn't really talk too much. So
Oh, I can't
now
speak
she's
dog anyways.
now she's choking herself with a freaking cord.
Oh. So she likes to roll that way? One of her
I'm
kinks?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyway, thank you. Yeah. What I was trying to say is we do have an email sign up. Just like Eric July, uh, doing following the same steps. So obviously we should have the same success, right?
Hey, why not? Um, no, I think um, and it's just not one comic that they got in mind. It looks like they've got like several titles that they're gonna be working with.
Yeah, we just gotta just answer Joe right now. Yeah, we got a email sign up. We're gonna be launching in a couple weeks, start of August. But there's the link. Thank you for asking.
Uh,
Yeah. So Rip,
yeah.
you know, I mean, with all the like
Oh,
hype
shoot.
behind it,
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm gonna be a little skeptical hater right here, but like, from what I saw of the art, like, not that I'm saying that the art's bad, but it's just like for the amount that it was hyped up, you expect like every page to be like crazy action and explosions. And I mean, I know that's not how comics work, but like it's tough to, kind of gauge the
The co
expectation, a little
I
bit.
hear you. I hear you. It's kinda like the same feeling I had whenever I saw, um, the trailer for Gina Carano's movie, A Tear on the Prairie. Because, I mean, let's just be honest here. Whenever you get to well, whenever you're doing stuff on an indie level, you're not going to get the same quality, I mean, that you're gonna get from something where there's I don't know, it all depends. There's always a skeptic in me. It's like, "Okay, wait till you see what it looks like, and then, judge from there." Yeah, I'm not here to, like I don't know. I just wanna create something that doesn't look like everything else, that's all. I want you know, but everybody's got their taste. You know what I mean? No?
Oh well,
Hello?
thank you for that sign up, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh, appreciate that. Oh, you know what? We should hold on a second, let me check something here. Oh, no, I don't does Joe's Atmosphere do you have, are you doing stuff on Indiegogo as well? He said he's crowdfunding as well, right?
He's going to be.
Okay.
He's
Well,
documenting on YouTube
okay.
and Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe's, whenever you've got something ready to go, just, throw me a DM or at me or something on Twitter, and, yeah, we gotta help each other out. I'm all about that. You too, Tom?
Yes, for sure. Let us know. The privateer, the patrioteer, what was it, privateer?
I coulda sworn I
Yeah.
saw that on Twitter and had oh, still researching how you went to okay, cool. Well, when that time comes around, let us know. Uh, I I mean, you've backed a lot of people, Tom, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I just started a couple months ago. Uh Basically to hang on. Come on. Good girl. Somewhat to I mean a lot of different reasons. For one, I wanted to see the level of writing that I'm kind of competing against, or just
Right.
what's expected, what's out there. Thank you, Joe, for that. Appreciate it. another thing, how to do the shipping and just kind of the
Mhm.
whole process. Even signing up for email lists, just kind of like
Right.
what to expect, how often to message, thank you, um, you know,
Yeah.
message, how often to send emails out and like what to say and stuff like that. So just a lot of, research, you know, business
Testing the waters.
tactics.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, I gotcha.
So yeah, I'm at like 10 or so, 10, 15 maybe. Um, there's, and I mean, I probably only have gotten like half those books so far. A couple more are on the way or should be soon. I know like two or three are at the printer.
Right.
Um, so just kind of waiting on some of those, but yeah, I mean, so far so good. I got, I'm building a read pile because I'm a little backed up right now. I got some like gunslinger spawns. That's not crowdfunding, but got some gunslinger spawns I got to go through, and then got like the replicator and what else? I don't know, a couple other things I gotta gotta get on.
Got you there. I've, backed 3 projects, but I haven't gotten anything yet. But, yeah. I've just been tending to look not as much as new stuff, but I've just been ordering a lot of old comics or, you know, darn it, look at older stuff and you know look it up. Just looking at a bunch of tutorials and other comic book artists, um, painters, and things, and their approach. Watching a lot of videos on composition and techniques, this and that.
Yeah, just responding to Joe here a little bit.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, yeah, go for it, yeah.
I don't think either of us really do anything on Twitch.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
just so you know, but as far as like the website, especially with not not discrediting you in any way. I'm just um my personal opinion would be that from a first time kind of unknown entity, especially like like us here. I think people would have more confidence in something like Indiegogo or some other type of crowdfunder. Just so
Kickstarter or
yeah, I mean, if they go to some random website and they're asking for credit card information or whatever, I'm just that's personal opinion. Indiegogo takes a 5% cut and then like 3 to 4% for processing, like payment processing fees. So, basically like 9%, I guess. Not the worst, but if that's what it takes to give customers
oh, he
peace of
he s
mind or whatever.
he said, "Boomer day." I meant Twitter.
Oh, yeah, yeah, whatever. Twitter, Twitch, same thing. Start with twits. So yeah, I mean, it's just again, uh, we're first timers, haven't done anything. Like I used to have like some Etsy shop or whatever. So I've done like fulfillment in the past and had to get all like the shipping stuff and uh, you know, somewhat know about online marketplace type deal. I mean, we got a whatever. We've got a website and someone I was watching is used to like they're making comics, but they came from like an e-commerce background, and uh he like swears by Shopify.
That's
So
what I use.
he's got like and like he does some really cool things. He's basically, I mean, Eric July might be doing the same thing, but like he's basically got like a campaign type setup, but on his own website through Shopify type deal. Different like some codes you gotta put out there, but oh, he's going to Sir Talks a lot. Well, have fun over there, and thank you
Oh,
for
yeah, yeah.
stopping in.
Thanks. Oh, that's right. He's doing his 500 stream today. Whoops. Oh, I forgot about that.
We could stream snipe him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Joe's, and yeah, again, at me, contact me on Twitter, and we'll, yeah,
Yeah, we'll be
keep in
seeing you
touch,
around. Have fun over
check
there.
out each other's progress. Yeah, yeah, I should. Oh, dude, I forgot that was today. Uh,
There's always something.
I know. I don't really check a lot. I just go, okay, I've got some time now. I'm just gonna hop on. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I definitely feel like trying to what am I trying to say? Establish your anyone oneself as like a streamer. Uh, you got a lot of competition out there,
Yeah.
and you're always going to be, overlapping with someone else. So
Yeah. Yeah.
either
Just
just
it's
gotta,
inevitable.
yeah, just accept it and move forward, or
Roll with it. Yeah.
yeah,
Just roll with it, baby. You and me just. Who's saying that?
uh, I don't know.
Can't
I
remember.
want to say the Temptations, but I'm gonna look it up.
It wasn't Huey Lewis in the news.
Steve Winwood.
That's the one. Yeah, Steve Winwood.
I don't know. Those old things. Those, those
Who you
old
calling old?
things. 1986.
Yep. I would have been 8 years old then.
I would have been two. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about, but when I was like looking at the day, like 8/4 is the day we're supposed to launch, and I was born in '84. Like, oh wow, that's cool. That's all. The end.
It's a coinkydink.
Sure is. What do you know?
Nothing.
Don't
A
say
lot of.
that. You know something.
Yeah, I do. I guess.
Um,
I love drawing and not having a lot drawn in. Just doing like like I see people but I see some artists who do this as well. They don't have everything drawn in, and a lot of it's just like you know playing around with shadow and drawing in the negative space. And it's just so fun because it's like the image appears and it feels more like real sometimes, more organic than just coloring in the lines. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about.
just happy little trees. No, sorry, I kind of kind of spaced out there for a second. Man,
Well,
let me.
so for example, you're basically drawing the negative space. I'll give you a little example here. Put this to the side for a second. That's great about having these things on the boards. I'm like, oh, I want to work on this one next. I just pop it over, and it's all stable. It's not like it's all,
Gotta tape it down and
yeah,
move
yeah,
it
yeah. It's not
and
all
stuff
moving
like
all over
that.
the place. Where am I at here? This one's kind of dirty. Yeah, I'll work on this. Yeah, so like for example, if I'm drawing, I do this in figure drawing class too. I like to do this sometimes. For example, if I'm drawing, say there's a there's a ball, right? I'm not actually drawing the ball, but I'm drawing what's around the ball, and it reveals the ball.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I know there's a ball there by, and then I vary the line width, and then the closer I come over there, I get like thinner. And then I might like add some weight to it. I put like a shadow over here or something like that. Yeah. So you're drawing around it rather than you're drawing around the negative space. You're filling in the negative space, which reveals the object. That's fun. Yeah. There you go. So you know what's there, but it's implied by what's around it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's a perfect circle.
Dan, 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 dan. Have you ever listened to the band Perfect Circle?
Yeah, I've heard a song or two.
Old Maynard from
I'm
Tool.
jamming out to this Steve Winwood right now. Sorry.
Just roll with it, baby. It's a good song.
It's just like a perfect circle.
Yeah. Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did yeah, like I said, I was having a date today, so tried doing some writing on the next one, and got a little work done, but again, just kind of wasn't feeling it. Wasn't
I other days like that.
the
You,
most productive, but I had some good ideas today, so I'm happy about
d-
that.
I haven't been going through a funk, but you can get burnt out if you're just working nonstop. You're like, oh man, you got to just kind of change the atmosphere for a second. So as you know, I've got that one. I don't know. Did I tell you I got a fire pit that I do barbecues on?
I think so. I think you
Well,
told me.
my friend said that he's got like a bunch of fields, and his father-in-law owns a bunch of like land, and they're preparing it for growing wheat and other crops. So they had to cut down a bunch of trees, and at the moment, it is just expensive as hell to buy anything made from wood over here or buying wood. So to get just like a little bundle of wood costs like $6. I mean, just like a little one for burning in a fire for a barbecue or a fire pit. And like, man, I cannot buy that every time that I go out to cook a barbecue because you're wanting to try to save money when you're doing a barbecue. And to pay $6 just to burn wood, it's like that's senseless. It's ridiculous. So my friend, he had to cut down a bunch of trees, and I said, "Hey, just hook me up with them, and don't just burn them." Uh, so we went out there with the chainsaw, cut up a bunch of wood, and I built a storage shed for it for my wood yesterday
Just
and
a
this
happy little
morning.
shed.
Well, I mean, a little place to store the wood, and but by doing that, it kind of takes you out of the grind, and it's physical work, which is great for me. Just doing sitting at a desk forever, it drains you, but doing physical work, it's inspiring for me. and,
Yeah.
yeah, so
No, like a lot of the time, I'll be like mowing the lawn and I'll have like some pretty good ideas or whatever. You
there
know
you
what?
go.
I like it.
Yeah,
I want to eventually I want to get like like a shed. Um
yeah,
so there's like shelves in the garage and we can only fit like one car in there
uh-huh,
and you know, the more toys that are in there, the less tools I can have in there basically.
I
So
hear you.
so yeah, at some point I want like a nice old shed and I do want like some kind of overhang to kind of store, firewood. Uh
Uh-huh.
but maybe on like the third comic, I'll make enough. Who knows? Who knows? Someday. I got like two big old stumps I gotta take care of before I even think about a shed.
What kind of trees are they?
They were like big old pine trees, and
Ah,
like when we moved in, it was they were like both totally overgrown, and then so like the backyard got like a lot of shade, very little sunlight,
mhm,
and we were just like first I like cut them up to the tree, like to the fence line, basically, like lollipopped them or whatever,
right.
and then just like all the needles and like the grass like underneath them wasn't growing, so it's just like let's just cut them down.
Yeah, I hear you there.
So
I cut him down, cut him down. I
that's
cut him
right.
down, I cut him down.
Uh, did not cut them down into the house, so was
Well,
very
that's
happy
that's a
about that.
success.
Yeah, for sure. Didn't have to.
Yeah. Didn't
Oh,
kill anybody.
that would have been my luck. It's like, oh,
My older brother, there was a tornado that came through up in Indiana and hit touched down on his house and ripped off the roof. Like, put a big hole in his roof and knocked down a ton of trees next to the house. So the next day he went out with his chainsaw and decided to start cutting them down, like standing on this big, huge pile of trees. And yeah, through one tree and put a nice big old gash right into his leg.
ooh,
It's a chainsaw. Yeah,
ooh.
yeah, that's nice.
Oh man.
It's got the scar to prove it too.
Yeah, I just remembered trying to think, probably like 8, 9, 10 years ago, maybe.
Hmm.
Uh, trying to think. Yeah, I guess it would have been like, yeah, maybe 10 or 12 years ago, actually. But whatever. I was staying with my. Oh no, if this was in Valpo, okay. Anyway, this was like 8 years ago. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
was like staying with my friend in Valpo, and like some big old storm came through, and uh, like the house, like kitty corner, caddy corner to them. Uh, some big old tree, like tree was bigger than the house, and this is like 2-story house with an attic, so this is a tall house by itself.
Uh
But
huh.
yeah, tree got knocked over into like the top floor of the attic of the house. It was crazy.
Holy cow.
Yeah, yeah,
No
it
es
was a big
bueno.
big old storm. But
Do you know what? I like
chicken
big
butt.
storms, and I cannot lie.
Yeah,
All the other brothers can't deny. You know. Oh boy. Oh, feel a little tired today. What did I do yesterday?
just
Oh, I
just getting
went down.
started.
Yeah, I know. I went over like yesterday was supposed to be kind of a laid back day, but it ended up being a really busy one because I went to my friend's place and I got that wood to build the storage shed.
You got wood at your friend's place.
And, but, he has like, there's a really, really, really nice river down, where his, he they bought, like, a really old Japanese house, old style Japanese house. "Hello, how's it going there?" "Alright, GN."
Jen's Petter? Hello.
"Yes." "What does that mean?"
Good
"Alright."
night. Good night.
"Oh, good night?"
All right.
"Oh,
Good night. I don't know.
oh, okay." Oh, maybe it's because I said I was feeling tired. It's actually the morning for me here. Oh, I got coffee, that's what I need. Yeah, so he's got, like, this, really you just go down the back of the house, and there's a river back there. It's really, really pretty. Um, but there are all of these big, huge rocks that were kind of brought in there from construction sites, or I don't know exactly where they're from. Maybe they're from buildings, but they have, like, these metal rods that are sticking out of them, and kids go down there and go swimming and play and stuff. So I always, like, see the kids down there playing around with these little metal, like, not spikes, but they're blunt at the end, but they're like little metal spikes sticking out of these rocks. I was like, "Holy cow." Um, I could just see somebody just falling on that and just going right through them. So I went out there with a hacksaw, and I had an extension cord brought in from coming down from the house and went all the way down to the river. Brought a hacksaw and went at it with a hacksaw and got to a point and took a crowbar and beat that and broke it off, and then had a grinder and went in there with my grinder and, yeah, flattened out the tops so it was basically even with the rock, so it wasn't protruding or causing any kind of hazard. I don't know why I do stuff like that. Ended up using a lot more energy than I should have to do that, but, he gave me a lot of that wood for free, so, you rub my back, I rub yours. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, kinda thing. So, yeah, ended up doing that, and then, it came home and then worked on building that. Yeah, metal rods, yeah. Um, um, yeah, I built that shed. I don't wanna call it a shed, just like a storage unit for that wood, and then, after at night, worked on the comic, till about 1 o'clock last night, and then woke up at 6:30. So there you go. It's just a little tired today, but
Yeah,
a
it
good tired.
happens.
Yeah. Oh, man, the weekend just flew by. The festivals are up and going again now here. They haven't had a festival in 3 years.
Uh, you just reminded me of something. Uh, some post I saw on Twitter said that like the Indiana State Fair is coming through or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Hopping around, and one of the things you can get to eat is pickle pizza.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. So you know what? All right. It actually sounds appealing to me, to be honest. But
Uh-huh.
my sister makes this like dill pickle soup,
Yep.
and it's not the worst thing in the world. So
Oh,
uh
no, that sounds good. It actually sounds really good. But just pizza?
yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I'd rather have pickle pizza than like cockroach pizza, which I've
I'd
also
rather have
seen.
that than corn pizza. Corn and mayonnaise pizza. Oh my gosh. People over
Oh
here eat
God.
that. They love corn and mayonnaise on their pizza. It's like, dude, those are 2 things that I don't want anywhere near my pizza.
What, in Japan?
Yes, they love that on the pizza here, and it's so frustrating because 'cause you'll be like, "Oh, they have pizza here," and you go to take a bite, and you look in there, and it's covered in mayonnaise, and it's got corn all in it. Like, dude, take both of these out, replace them with, like, pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, or something of the sort, and we're good to go, but, it's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
People are
welcome,
food.
Jens. I don't know how to pronounce that. Was it Peter or Peter?
I would say Peter,
Peter.
but who knows? Um,
Yeah, I'm figuring probably it's uh streaming Sunday night for me might be better. Even though I feel like I have more energy on Monday morning, I feel like there might be a little bit more activity as far as streaming is concerned for the audience on I don't know, what do you think?
um, I mean, either one. I don't know. Uh, I think there's, in this time frame, there's probably more competition. Uh,
Right,
People seem to stream more at nights than
that's true.
during the days. I mean, whatever. Either way,
Yeah,
hang out with you.
I was working last night. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, either way is okay with you? All right, I got you. Yeah, like I, you know, uh, I was considering doing it last night, but I was just so exhausted, and I felt like I didn't have the energy to kind of like talk and draw at the same time. But today I felt like fine, like I could talk and draw. Usually I don't feel like I don't have the energy. Like I always feel like I could do that, even if I feel like I'm tired or whatever. But like last night, just felt like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. But I should have. I should have, but I
You
didn't.
shoulda.
I know. I'm an ass. I'm an asshole. Yeah, just like adding in like figures like this. See, just it's implied that there's stuff there. If you're,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but
It
since they're like
disappears.
more in the background, there's less detail.
Right, right. You know, less detail with stuff at the background. Or but if I'm gonna put detail, like with the sister right here, she's kind of angry, you know, because she's talking to the second of the first.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do you know who I'd really like to give us a shout out? And I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna ask him if he'd be cool with it. And don't laugh when I say this. Who do you think I'm gonna say? Any idea?
Um, but so uh besides who we've already kind of like discussed.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to Razor Fist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, show him some pages and things. It's like, hey,
Well,
um,
he's got his own thing, doesn't he?
yeah, he does, of course, but we us again. I support you, you support me. We're all a big happy family with a great big hug and at the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, no, because he's also into the Western genre as well.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of it. So I figured, why not? If he says
Why
no
not?
or if he doesn't respond, that's all right. But yeah,
Yeah, not a bad idea. The worst that can happen is he says no and then ridicules you mercilessly.
what's kind of annoying me is I've been contacting Japan Comic Con. I've contacted them twice, and I've been and that one Comic Con that well, it was not a Comic Con, but the Japanese Artists Expo. They're having another one in November, and I can't get a reply from people. I don't know why. It's very uncom. But you know what? I'm working with a different. Um, a lot of this is like being run independently, so it's not like your typical Japanese, you know, corporate run kinda thing. So, I don't know if they have, like, a different method of doing stuff, but I feel like I have to kind of be on I have to be really, um I have to pursue them, be very, you know, I have to nag them. "Hey, why haven't you responded yet?" Which I don't like doing because I feel like I'm being a bit of an asshole, but yeah, I would like to get my schedule all set up, start booking things like plane tickets and reserving hotels. Yeah, I'm gonna send another email today. This is what if you're not responding to me, are you doing it because you're like, you don't wanna talk to me or you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, uh, I'm trying my darndest to find whatever Razor Fist thingy is.
Oh, is it called like it's called, does it have a moon in it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I never really like watched him too much. I just kind of recently started following some of his stuff. But
Yeah, I know it has like a Moon Knight looking character on it, if I'm remembering correctly. But he's the writer.
yeah. Mm,
There we go. I think I'm done with that one. Yeah.
Night Vale novels, Death Mask.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
Looks pretty cool. Big old snaky snake. Sand snake. Um, just I was looking at something, but forgot that MVP has like a birthday stream tonight too.
Oh, really?
Geeks and Gamers are doing their Mario Kart. So I mean, just a lot of different people going.
Yeah, oh, okay. Is this thing going on right now? Max von Priestley, or is it later on?
Yeah, it says he's live.
Oh, well, whoops. Yeah, I didn't see any of that. I remember seeing like Sartoxalot thing, but I didn't know what time it was going to be on at. Oh well. Well, it's good that we got to see a few people on here, and I'd be really interested to see what Joe's atmosphere is working on. Kind of sounds like he's in the same boat as us, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. Uh, Trying to look, watching tennis. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Who knows? Who knows? But I mean, so like even like with his idea, right? Did he have a year? It was like 1866 or something like that. Like,
Hmm.
uh, or it was American Revolution. I thought so. That would have been maybe 1776. I don't know, but
Right.
you know, a lot of people can kind of like relate, or at least like maybe not relate, but just like appreciate kind of what happened back then, and maybe there's like simplicity in the storytelling. I don't know. Less less real life, current day technologies and the hassles that come with
Right.
that, and the
Right.
shortcuts that it creates in storytelling, like
Yeah.
you need people on the other sides of the world to talk to each other, they you know, they don't have cell phones, they don't have internet and streaming like this. So I mean, that's impossible. Or you got to wait months for some kind of months, if not years, to like have a message travel around the world kind of thing. I don't know. Just
Right, right. Limitations due to the well, the Robert Edgars, the is it Robert or Roger? Robert Edgars, the director for Northman, the Northman.
okay.
He's like, I will never work in modern day, do movies that take place in modern day uh, timeline. Um, he prefers stories that take place before a lot of those um, technological advancements were made. I think he appreciates or not appreciates, but maybe connects easier or is more comfortable working in that time period.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Y-
like even with like watching characters just sitting around typing on cell phones, because that's what happens so much nowadays, like in our society, right?
Yeah.
Like you didn't see that before, like, but it's something that like right now you see people just texting away, and it's almost got like a for me, I'll go to like a train station and I'll just sit there and watch, and 99% of the people are just looking down at their phones, not react like talking to each other, not looking around their environment, not paying attention to anything, but just staring down at their phones. So when I see that on a movie, it almost or like a TV show, to a certain extent, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, you know?
Yeah.
To see people sitting around texting, it's like, oh, well, that seems so mundane.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of like YouTube ads you get over there in Japan,
Yeah,
but like there's some, I don't know if it's a phone or if it's like like a smart house system type deal, but like they keep playing this one ad, and it's uh like these two girls are like hosting like a dinner party, and like there's like 10 people at this dinner table, and they're all like texting on their phones or whatever. And
right,
so she's
right.
like, "Hey, house, play this Backstreet Boy song," and or In Sync or something. I don't know. Everybody, whatever. Yeah,
Everybody. That's
that one.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, okay. So, uh
Why
like,
do I know
play
that?
this song, so it plays, and like that's like the only ad that I've been seeing for like the last week. Just like, ugh. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, it's just
it's
and like you
reality.
said, I mean, yeah, it's reality. Like you said, you see it, on the train or bus or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
people just
just
don't talk to each other. People just don't shoot the shit. Like I can't remember the last time I struck up a conversation with a stranger. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was something that used to happen all the time. I don't know. I don't know. What
I
was I gonna
usually
say?
don't talk to strangers. I was told not
Y-
to, but
Oh, well, yeah. I like this right here. I know I keep on talking about this, but just this little spot right here. See that face?
yep.
One, two, three, four, five dots. But you know the expression, you know what's going on there. I just like that kind of part of the picture.
But you
Right.
know that they're ghosts.
In the shell. Ghost in the Fields. The sequel to Ghost in the Shell. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Whew. All right. Oh, there's one that I'm avoiding, and I need to get to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's. I'm. I know I need to get to it, but I'm avoiding it because it involves something that I've never drawn before.
Uh-oh.
So if it's something I've never drawn before, then I know it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but that means I have to do it. So just in case you were wondering, Roger,
I am wondering now.
what I do is for this process is I go into my sketches that I've scanned in, the storyboard sketches, and what I'll do is, for example, what are we looking at here? Let's get a good example. Yeah, this one. Okay, this will work. Oh, I've got them in order. What am I thinking?
Whatever. It's all good. It's all good.
So I've got like this is printed out from my computer. So I get them all like increase the what you call it the contrast. And I arrange them a bit, put them in where I think I want them. I might increase the size or decrease the size depending on it. And I print this out. I put this on a light box, and then I put the comic paper over it, turn on the light box, and then I trace that. But I don't trace everything. I might like, as I'm tracing, I might like increase the size of things, take away things, and like manipulate the image as I'm tracing it. And then I throw that onto one of these acrylic, these plexiglass, what would you call these, plates? And then, yeah, go at it with ink. So it's a bit of a complicated process there. And this red line here shows that's where the I don't know where the red line's right there. Whoops. I like this one. The red line, that's the actual
Page.
yeah, page borders. But this is actually 115%. So it'll end up being smaller than what is here, but it allows me to work in a bigger size and be a bit more detailed with smaller parts. That way I'm not having to use like a macro 0.01 pen. Because those things, man, the tips of those, they bend and they like immediately. You could use them like a couple of times and then they're just like useless. I don't see how people, and people are always like going, oh my God, I had to go through so many Copic pens. And I know that they're not like, you hardly get any longevity out of them whatsoever because the pen tips are just really fragile. And I don't like working anywhere under 0.5. I work with 0.3, but the pen tips just are not reliable at all.
Is that a cat right there?
Oh yes, it's
I
this
hope
is
you.
what's what you mean?
No, I I hope I hope that stays that awesome. That's all.
Are you joking with me?
Yes.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's just a quick sketch.
I know. I
Like
know.
I say, I go in there really gesturally. That way I can kind of be whatchamacallit, I can have fun. Like, I don't like to just paint within the lines, it's boring.
Yeah.
So, like, looseness and actually David Finch does it this way too, I saw. Like, some people don't do it like that, some people do, but that allows me to, like, kinda go in there and mess around with things as I'm, you know, make it
Yeah.
different.
I thought that's who you were gonna say you wanted a shout out from was David Finch.
Oh, well, I've actually gone into his streams and thrown out a couple of super chats. I might. Uh, yeah, why not?
No, I that's kind of who
It's
I
not a bad
thought
idea.
you were. That's what I thought you were gonna say. But
I just figured I'd do the whole rounds. Just go down, like spend a good maybe like $100 on super chats, a couple hundred, like 100 or 200. Just go around and promote what we're doing and hit or miss. Oh well, but who knows? Just keep on working though. Keep on working.
my cat heard that I was talking about a cat, so now he's meowing from the basement.
Meow. Oh, did you know that Steve Rogers is Captain America?
I did hear that. I've seen a lot of that on Twitter lately. You know what I was thinking?
Nope, because I do not have, telepathic abilities. But go ahead. Enlighten me.
I just I kind of noticed a trend that Miles Morales,
Uh-huh.
uh, you know, uh, took on Spider-Man, took the mantle of Spider-Man, and what if he was Hulk, and what if he was Thor, and what if he was Wolverine?
Mhm.
But like, what if Miles Morales was Falcon, right?
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't he take any of those mantles? And then you know what else? Another thought I had, right?
Mhm.
Well, so they're trying to push that X-23 or whatever. The
Oh, right, right.
that's the girl, right?
Yeah, the girl Wolverine.
Well, she's Wolverine now, but then if Miles Morales is Wolverine, so then he's taking the mantle from a chick, right? And if Mighty Thor, if Foster Thor is Thor, and then Miles Morales is Thor, well then he's taking the mantle from a chick, right?
Right, right.
So just kind of my thought process that I had today. But
Okay.
but since Twitter but since Twitter doesn't like me, I decided I would keep those thoughts to myself,
Man,
at least at the time. I shared them with you.
put
That's
him
good
out
enough
there.
for me.
Yeah, I just I'm just like the guy that thinks, "Okay, if you wanna replace Captain America with, Sam Wilson," other people have done this, just replace, Black Panther with, Steve Rogers or something like that. Blade with, I don't know, Peter Parker. It's just you know what would happen. There'd be an uproar. It's just all it doesn't make any sense. It's all it leads one way, and it's just dumb. It's just dumb. Uche from Geeks and Gamers, he had some great takes on it. That is sarcasm.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
is he into it?
Oh, yeah, he's all about it, and he's
I mean,
really hyped up because they've got a director who's from, like,
oh,
Nigeria. "Oh,
okay.
yeah, finally got a director." It's like, "Dude, has the person done anything of quality, good quality? No. Why the hell are you hyped up about somebody just because where they're from?"
Well, I mean, directors don't really do anything in those movies
Movies
anyway, right?
anyways. Yeah.
So, um, man, I am just losing my train of thought today. It happens when the stream starts. Boom! There goes my brain. Unbelievable.
I'm right there with you, man.
One thing I was gonna ask. I know you said you're talking about colors. Did you art colors? Talk about art colors. Make sure I
Mhm. That's some
clarify
terminology
that.
there.
Make
Yeah.
sure I clarify. Oh, that's what totally irrelevant thought. I liked the Into the Spider Verse. I thought it was a cool flick.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Totally different style and
Uh-huh.
like the art and just the comic book uh reverence. Right, that's the word
Mhm.
I'm looking for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi, kitty. Um, he's been meowing at the door for like 5 minutes, and then he finally came up. Anyway, uh, oh no, now I lost the other thing. Damn it!
Miles Morales.
Uh, no, no, you watercolors. Did you say you did you do any colors on anything, or you've just been
No,
doing
see, I was
inks?
about ready to, but then I thought that I was trying to avoid doing this, but yeah.
What are you trying to avoid? What are you scared of?
Oh, no, just like, people riding horses and stuff.
Oh,
I've never really drawn that before, so I feel like to do, like, justice to that, I need to look at actual photos,
gotcha.
reference photos, and not just kinda, like, wing it from what I think it would look like, you know?
Exaggerate it. Exaggerate it, right?
Exactly. So, and I don't know if I feel extremely strong about my composition on this page, but, I'm gonna try it, and then if I don't like it, I'll just, do it over. But I feel like I don't have a lot of time to do a whole bunch of like, "Oh, I don't like this one, so I'm gonna do it over again." I don't have a lot of time for that.
Well, to that I will say, um, I mean, so like, I mean, like we don't have to rush. Like, I know you don't want to like take forever, and neither do I. But
No, I need a deadline. I
yeah,
have to have a deadline. Like, if you don't give me a deadline, I will putter around and not get it done.
and always find something to change or something
Yes,
to.
I'll be like, "Oh, well, I'll just do this. Horses are one of my things. Hey there, Jeffo." Yeah, I've never been a big like I've never been a huge. I've drawn them in the past before, but it's not like one of my main motifs, if you know what I mean. So, but I'm always up for those challenges, and I figured, hey, what's a better way to get better at doing them than through having to put a lot of them into the story? At first, it's gonna be challenging, but afterwards, doing a bunch of them will, yeah, hopefully make it easier to do.
uh yeah, I mean, just not telling you what to draw, but my kind of vision for, I think it's that page. At least like the top panel or something, maybe being like a bird's eye. I know you said you had a plan for like the bird's eye with the vulture at some point.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
But like just, kind of like showing the space and kind of like the speed, and like maybe like I said, like a trail of dust behind them or whatever, kind of
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was planning
implying.
on doing that right up here, but I wasn't doing it at a bird's eye view, but I could.
No, I mean, you you do you, my friend.
No, 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 I'm
Or
always up for suggestions because, like, I I'm, that I because as soon as you say it, I get, like, images of it in my head. Like, "Oh, it could look like that." But yeah, I have them starting up here, and then slowly behind these pictures, it gets closer and closer to where it almost runs over here, but, I could definitely mess around with that.
I am digging it though. And the more I see, oh, I mean, yeah, just the more I see, like the closer it gets, and the more excited I get, and like, man,
Yeah.
I'm ready. But yeah, I mean, I know like we're closer to completed than, or we will be closer to complete at the time of launch, m-
Oh, yeah.
more than other people. and that's not, that's not a brag or a dig or anything. That's just, kind of the situation we wanted to be in. But
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, even at that, like at that rate or whatever, like, if we're not exactly ready, can always like push it to like uh and not necessarily the campaign, but can, just, I mean, we can say shippings whenever, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
as far as the deadline, we want the book to be uh of a certain quality, and if it's not there or whatever, like, it's just, it is what it is, um so I'm just saying we're not like locked into uh
The date
shipping
that
at a
it's gon
certain,
yeah.
yeah, shipping at a certain time, or I mean, technically, even launching. I mean, I'm happy with our time frame that we're looking at, and I think it makes a lot of sense with us possibly going to Orlando at the end of October. Um, and even then, like, I could, because I don't know when our next campaign would be. Um, but like, we can even leave it in demand longer. Can leave it
Mhm.
in demand uh even through like November or whatever.
I hear you there.
Again, don't really want to ship around Christmas, but it is what it is, if that's what it takes. We'll definitely do that. Um
Well, I'm gonna be busting my ass on this, and, I don't wanna make I don't like not meeting deadlines. It's very unprofessional, so that but I know at the same you know what? Just keep it at this pace, man. Whenever, like, a deadline approaches, though, and you're like, "Oh, man, I gotta get this stuff done," the adrenaline a kind of adrenaline kicks in too, and I like that adrenaline. It always helps out with stuff.
yeah.
So we'll see. Just keep it a steady pace. Like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy some more paper today. I'm gonna work on more of these drawings. Um, a lot of these inked ones, I'm just gonna say that they're finished, quote unquote finished. Repeat line. End of quote. Repeat line. Um, yeah. And now I gotta go take it to the printers, get it printed out big, and then bring it back and paint those in.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep seeing this new little trend going on where Megan the Stallion uh keeps pushing people off buildings.
Huh?
Um
Megan Style? What is that?
the Megan the Stallion,
I don't know what that is.
some like music lady.
Ah.
But like, it looks like it's from like a music video, right? So she's like, right up in the camera's face, and then she does this like pushing motion to the camera, and then they'll like cut it. So I saw two of these so far. The first one was like Obi-Wan Kenobi falling off a building, and then
Oh, okay,
the
okay,
the
okay, I
second
got you.
the second one is the Mandalorian falling off
Yeah,
the sandcrawler.
yeah, yeah.
So it's just interesting little trend going on. I don't know. Just started seeing those today, but entertaining nonetheless.
I hear you there. Oh, yeah, well, earlier we were talking about, like, I mentioned Terminal List. I'm
Yeah.
watching that right now. I've read the books a long time ago, and, I quite enjoyed the books, and, saw the guy on Steve Carr. I saw him on Joe Rogan, that's why I started watching the reading books, but, yeah, Chris Pratt does an amazing job in it from what I've seen so far. different from the books in areas, and I'm like, "Wait a second, this is the opening s I need to go back and reread the books because, like, one of the seasons from one of the episodes in the 1st season, I was like, "Wait a second, this is, like, the opening scene of book 2, isn't it? What are they doing here?" And I know, when you're adapting anything for TV, there's gonna be changes, and they're going to move things around if they feel like that the author didn't, you know something that would be more entertaining for the masses. But I was like, "Oh, wait a second. It feels like they're rushing things a little bit." Like, "Hold on, calm down, take your time." You don't have to, uh, like yeah. So I just hope that they don't try to rush too quickly through things. Yeah. And, they did some, I'm pretty sure they did some race swapping, gender swapping of one of the characters who's an Asian character in the TV show, but if I remember correctly, she was an Irish lady in the book, if I'm correct. Like, kind of a hot-looking Irish lady with red hair, maybe.
Yeah.
Another case of Jinja-side.
Yep. It's all over the place.
Yep, they don't want us
Um,
Jinjas out there.
yeah, I was just gonna say that you know, with like TV shows, you get to kind of take your time a little more and let things develop, but at the
Yeah,
same time, you don't want it to go like too slow and bore people or just pacing, right?
yeah,
Patience
yeah.
is. But glad you're enjoying it. Hope it goes well.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Hoping
that
so
just
too.
on like that's on Amazon Prime or whatever? You can just watch it or something like that.
It's on Netflix. Oh, no, it's
Oh, it's
on
on.
Amazon, isn't it? Isn't it? It's on Amazon, right?
You're watching it. I don't know.
I'm not watching it the way you think I'm watching it.
Okay, I got you.
Arg.
Arr.
Well, you know why? Because a lot of stuff I can't watch over here. Like, I can't watch things that are on most services over there, even if I have the service, because of they won't allow you to watch it here in Japan. Like, for example, Amazon Prime, I was wanting to watch a movie that I could watch for free on Amazon Prime in the States, but they don't have it here in Japan for free. You have to pay a rental fee for it, even if you have Amazon Prime. It's ridiculous. It's like that for a lot of things. Damn it.
How about like VPN and like a regional content type
I,
deal? Is that
yeah, I haven't tried using those. Yeah, I'm a bad man.
whatever?
You know what? I think I'm gonna like rethink the composition of this page a bit. I wasn't really happy with it when I was working on it, and I feel like I'm gonna be rushing into something that I'm really not doing like feeling my best about. Because I did a lot of changes to this as I was copying the storyboard. I was like, no, I don't know. I might hold off on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on it. I'm making the executive decision. I'm gonna hold off, work back into that, and then bring that back in. So this is actually my last sheet of this comic book paper. I have to go back. I have to go in and buy some now. So that means I'm out of that. I need to go get that today. Might do that after I'm finished with this stream. I think I have another extra one of those first pages I did. Oh, it's under all this stuff. I'm thinking I actually might call it a day here, Roger. It's about 12 o'clock. Been here for about 2 hours. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking I might call it a day because I need to go pick up some more of this paper.
Gotcha.
And I've been doing it for a couple hours here, and uh, yeah, we're gonna be heading
Good
out a
time
little
to
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good time to take a break and
yeah, and
do
then
what you got to do.
yeah, yeah, go back get some more of that paper. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff inked here. I'll show you. This is that page as well, where the fight scene. Ah, fight scene. One, two, three, four. I think I've got about shoot. How many pages have I got here now? I would say I have a quarter of it done. Yeah, a quarter of the inking done. Over a quarter. Exactly a quarter, maybe. Yeah, a quarter of it done. The inking. So there we go.
Oh, that's exciting.
A lot more to go, but
Order.
eh,
So at 13 ish, 13 would
mo-
be a quarter,
that's one, two, three,
plus the
four,
5.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I've got 14 pages.
Yeah, yeah, right
14
at a
pages
quarter.
done. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it is going to be 52 story plus the 5
yeah, yeah. It's
narration.
gonna be 57. Yeah,
Okay, very cool.
yeah,
I'm just kind of, making sure as I start working on that campaign page. Very excited.
yeah. It's gonna
Looking
be cool.
forward to it, man.
It's gonna be cool, man. Awesome. All right, dude. I'm going to head out. I think it's
All
just
right.
you and me here right now. But if there is anybody out there lurking that YouTube's not telling me about, thank you for joining and checking out the stream. And yeah, I'm gonna probably do like next Sunday night. I'll just stick to doing Sunday nights, tired or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is when I do start working, I think I'll probably be working
Oh, Jeff was lurking.
like
Oh, that's cool.
I'll probably be like getting off around that time. So I'll be tired, but like I'll be available more than likely
Right.
uh as a regular thing. So just throwing that out there.
Nice image there, Jaffo, the horse, when he sent me one on Twitter. That's cool.
Of course.
Yeah, it's awesome. Looks like it's got like a dragon mixed in there as well. Yeah, cool, man. Well, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Jaffo. I'm gonna head out here, call it a night, a day for me, night for you guys, and then yeah, yeah. So we'll just roll with what the schedule does. But if I have to go solo, I'll have to go solo. I can do that as well.
Oh, that is
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Little
All
booty.
right. Yeah, the booty on there.
Anyway.
Awesome. All right, man. Have a good
Oh,
one.
all right, you too.
All right. I'll be catching you guys around later. Take it easy. You too. You too, Jeffo. Bye bye.
Bye.